Ladies and gentlemen, today we have the most epic moment of Call of Duty franchise this year, and it's Modern Warfare 2v2 Alpha. You can tell by the title of the video, we're going to be covering a lot of stuff about this 2v2 Alpha and also what to expect from Modern Warfare. And I know some of you guys probably want to get an insights of like the mechanics and the sniping and the rig guns and what's best to use, all the tips and tricks. I got you guys spot on. All right, we're going to get right to it right now. Before we start this video, I just want to say be sure to like and comment on the video. Let me know if you guys are going to be buying the game or not, because I think I'm going to buy it. And if you are going to buy it, what are you going to get? Are you going to get the standard operator edition, enhanced operator edition? I think I'm going to get the enhanced one because you get a little extra COD points and, you know, content, man. That's all it is. Okay, so to begin with, mechanics of this game is completely different from what we all expect from what Call of Duty is. Some of you asked if it's, you know, related to any other CODs. I think personally it's really close to Call of Duty Ghost with the mechanics with the mounting and crouching. Can kind of drop shot into this game. I noticed kind of jumping is probably more favored in a sense, probably maybe just as even as drop shotting. When it comes to sniping though, sniping is really clunky. I'm a very die-hard sniping fan, so if you're new to the channel, just letting you know, sniping is not what you really expect. It's not that bad, to be honest with you. It's really slow at first, but obviously this is the alpha, this is the 2v2 gunfight, so this is kind of customized classes. This is not like what you can create, and it's not final, you know what I mean? It's all alpha. But the best gun to use for me personally, I found that the AUG and the lever action, the deagle, and obviously the AX50, which is, you know, the sniper, and I believe the weapon that was a FAMAS, can't remember what was the name of that. The lever action, which was the Mark II, by the way. The light machine guns had really slow ADS. It had terrible movement. It was kind of hard to get used to. Regular iron sight, I don't know if iron sight's a word of it. It's actually not bad. I don't think you really need red dot on most of it for the most part. Maybe like there's a lot of recoil that comes to this game. That's really frustrating. It's almost like the bullet trail kind of goes somewhere else. There's a kind of a bullet drop off in a way. That's something to be aware of. The worst gun to use, in my opinion, the M19, that was absolutely terrible. Like there was recoil in it, and then like the bullet travel was just like completely out of it. I don't know if it was like the lag of the game or whatever. It made no sense whatsoever. Another weapon was the M14 with the scope on it. It was actually not bad. It's actually one shot to the head and two shots to the body. It was actually really smooth, but it's not really a sniper, I guess you could say. But the AUG and the submachine guns are absolutely amazing. I don't think they're OP. They could be. I don't know. They just played out really smooth, and I just love how it performed. Another thing I want to jot down is no regen health. It's kind of like a stim shot in a way. Apparently in this 2v2 game mode, they didn't allow you to heal naturally, like, you know, in the previous CODs where you didn't have to rely on like a regen health button, whatever. You have to use a stim shot. So you can even tell on the top of the gameplay, the clip, or just your screen, you will see your health and your teammates' health, and the 200 health of the enemy team as well. So you can tell how much health you have left and how much health you have. So let's say, for example, if your teammate didn't get shot and you get shot at, you got 157 health, you have about 43 damage hit straight towards you. So the other 57 is how much HP you're probably going to be remaining. Well, that's one thing to take note of. Just based on the 2v2 aspect of the game, I will say that is actually really enjoyable. I enjoyed it. I don't think watching it is too much of I'm not too much of a fan of. I'm more of like, you know, a fast-paced, constant respawn, just go at it and again. I can get a lot of clips and you get a lot of sniper, massive amount of kills is what I really love doing. But for the 2v2 aspect of it, I'm not really an S&D player. I don't know if you guys can relate on that. That's another thing. If that's just me, I just like constant action. But it takes, you know, it does take a while to get used to this game for sure. You just have to make the effort. That's what it is. Every single Call of Duty game that comes out, you know, every year, new mechanics, new engine, new, you know, everything. There's new things that get added to the game that we don't even have in the previous Call of Duties. You know, it's something that we got to take note of and something to adjust to, which not a lot of people are, you know, willing to do that. I think that this year is going to be very interesting, and I think that it's going to be a fresh start to a lot of people. So that's something that we'll be all looking forward to. One other thing that I know was mentioned in my stream is a sensitivity recommendation. I use 1717 at the moment on BO4. I use 1212 on old gen Call of Duties like such as Modern Warfare 2. I use max sensitivity. However, on the next gen consoles, when there's no aim assist, I kind of brought it back a little bit, a couple steps. With the sensitivities, horizontal and vertical, that kind of keeps the same. It all depends on what you're like really used to. You kind of have to mess with it, but if you're like, let's say maxed out sensitivity, it's easy for you, 2020. But for me, I use, like I said, 1212. So I think that 1717, 1616 is like the probably best way to go about it. Like I said, if that's what your sensitivity is at, you can kind of take a guess around there. Brightness, a lot of people have like above 60%. Don't know why. You don't need that high, man. You keep the raw clips for the editor smooth as hell, man. I kept mine at 57% because because I wanted to be able to see a little bit at more, like sometimes in the dark. I don't want that, you know, bothering me, because I know, oh man, BO4 Hacienda Twilight, man, the map's terrible. I'm gonna be honest. Motion blur, gotta take it off. Gotta be honest with you. Take it off. Turn off film grain as well. Terrible for editing. Don't even have it on. As you can tell by the wrong gameplay, or you know what we have going on in the background. That's what we have. That's what we got going. It's smooth as shit. So aim assist on the weapons, the level rate of that. There's 4 different levels of it. I max it out because, you know, hey, why not? Right? You know what I'm saying? But I might take it down, might just remove aim assist completely and not really mess with it. That's all based on how much you want to experiment with that. I haven't experimented that dramatically, but like I said, if you want to go with no aim assist, that might be the way for you. Or maybe you just want to use it all aim assist and just take advantage of what the game provides. Hey, screw it. You can also double sprint, and you can like run straight to the spawn. Prone, crouch, walking, sprinting, double sprinting. So the double sprint, you just simply tap twice on the sprint button. But just know that how you pull up your weapon, that could take another disadvantage when in a gunfight. The shotguns are almost like a sniper rifle in a sense. If you hit a headshot at long distance, it's a one shot. Just immediately, no questions asked. I don't know, it might change during the beta. It might even change during the full game. We don't know. Like I said, I don't think we should all judge the game by the alpha or the beta. I think we should judge the game of when it actually comes out, right? So like, of course, there's reasons why they have it called a beta and alpha, so they make adjustments so that we, you know, they can have us enjoy the game even better for what it is. And don't get me wrong, you know, there's some Call of Duties I don't like, and yeah, they had betas, and yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't a fan of it, but let's just try to keep it fair, right? Tips and tricks. I know you guys are gonna want that, right? The best maps, honestly, it all comes down to what kind of play style do you have, right? Are you aggressive? Are you passive? Are you a sniper? What do you do? Me personally, I snipe, so long range might be the key. Docks, however, like that, I know that map just came out the other day, which you guys probably gonna be watching this like the day after it came out. Docks, not so much for sniping. I would have to say maybe like, you know, the mid-map type of stuff, but not the close range. Pine is like, you get a lot of long ranges. It's kind of hard to see with, you know, if they have the good character outfit to blend in with the environment of the map. King, yes, King, that's the flow of that map is really weird. Once you get like, you know, height advantage, man, you got it going. But then again, you're very easily spotted. The line of sights on these maps are quite interesting. Like Speedball, for an example, you can take like 2 steps to the right and you can see the enemy right away immediately. Same thing with docks as well, right? So you have a wall right in front of you, take 2 steps to the left or right, you see the enemy right immediately as soon as they, you know, when the game starts. Which is another thing, I do not recommend shooting the enemy right away. There's a lot of the times where you'll get outgunned if they have a better connection than you, or, you know, as they're closer to the server, whatever the case may be, or maybe they just get a lucky shot off. And, you know, sometimes what I try to do is like I try to get a lucky shot off first second of the match and then push up so that I know that they're low health, because I know they won't be able to regen unless they have the stim on them. They give you like random ass classes, so you don't know what to expect what the next weapon's going to be. So it's like the first 2 rounds is the same exact loadout, and then they switch it then after the second round, and then they go another 2 rounds with like the same weapon. So like for an example, you have a sniper rifle the first 2 rounds. 3 to 4 rounds, or the 3rd and 4th round, you have a submachine gun, right? 5 and 6, you're gonna have LMG. Good routes to run. Usually it's the side of the map, because you don't want to run mid. Never run mid. You're gonna get pinpointed from all directions. Terrible idea. But of course, you want to be able to have like a lot of cover. You know, crouch beat tactic. If you guys don't know what that is, when you shoot, take cover, shoot, take cover, kind of be unpredictable. That's what I do. I play competitive sniping back in the day, so there's a pattern to that. It's all crazy. And also analyzing the player, see how they play. Like if you want to know if they rush or not. If they rush, kind of get an idea of what route they're going to be running. If they're left to right, mid, or they can do a double left, a double right, or mid and left, or mid and right. It's all random, man. Like you gotta have to analyze the player. Sometimes even playing for health is even better than just actually rushing, because sometimes at the end of the game there's you trying to get the flag, right? So if it's that one-on-one situation and time's kind of running up, you have to get forced to put the flag. On docks though, one thing that I did on stream and I immediately found a really great spot is that if you hop on top of the Jeep, you can actually look at the window and see if they rush immediately and just kind of head glitch it and get an easy quick shot. They won't even notice it. For sure, playing with somebody like a friend is a lot better than playing with a random person, because it absolutely sucks. I will 100% admit, because you have a teammate to go 0 and 7, you're out here going like 8 to 6, man. Horrible. Trust me. You need communication. So let's go back on shotguns real quick. Shotguns is a lot better to aim down the sights with a shotgun, because it's much better for damage. That's what I found out. And it's not the same as old CODs, where if you hip fire, sometimes it does better damage and it gets you a headshot for some weird reason. That's one thing I would take account of. For mounting, the better line of sights, you get better line of sights when you try to mount. I wouldn't recommend it, because I've noticed it has a delay, like when you try to get back up with your feet. So because usually me, I love rushing. That keeps my momentum going. If as long as I'm rushing and I get that momentum, I'm is what you want to be able to focus and be able to focus on your line of sights, and let your teammate have 2 line of sight. So usually, like for an example, on the map called Pine, there's a rock. There's like 2 rocks on both sides that I sit behind of, and I make sure they don't go onto the cabin or basically the catwalk, and I make sure they don't run mid, and I can get a little extra peek over to my catwalk to the right. Right, so your right hand is what your own personal catwalk is going to be. One other thing is make sure you use special grenades or your equipment. Stuns work absolutely amazing, and they come in clutch, especially the Molotov. Man, I cannot stress enough how many times that came in clutch for me, man. This game is great for the alpha version. I just think that, you know, there could be some improvement. Absolutely, I do think that should add a creative class in it, because I'm not trying to, you know, use red guns. I'm trying to snipe. I'm a sniper. I love to do that. It's always what I've loved doing in the past, like, you know, 9 years for me sniping. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I know that Tessie, Sprat, Pomage, you know, some other, you know, YouTubers, Swag, and whatnot, like they all covered the Call of Duty side of like Modern Warfare, and you know, you probably guys already watched that video already. Just letting you know that the betas are probably going to be completely different. Like I said, this is Gunfight 2v2. Try not to expect much. Just kind of have fun. You know what I mean? I just want everybody to have fun and enjoy this game. That's my most concern, because Call of Duty really needs to make a comeback, and it's been years for it to, you know, even make a comeback, right? BO4, it could have had it, but that's just a whole different topic, right? So before we go here, just want to let you guys know that the 2v2 is going to be lasting on PlayStation until the 26th of Monday of this week, and it's going to end on 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So play it as much as you can. I know there's probably another map going to be dropping, probably a creative class 2 as well. I'm not too sure, but just keep note of that. And the beta does release on September 12th on the PS4 first, and then the second week on Xbox and PC September 19th. Be sure to mark that on your calendars, and that's going to be lasting for the weekend. I think they might even like release it a day earlier, so just make sure you have Charlie Intel and Call of Duty like notifications on Twitter, and release date on Modern Warfare is going to be October 25th. If you guys are going to get that game, let me know, man. Let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like the video and share it with your friends if you want to let them know, you know, what's going on with Modern Warfare, kind of inform them a little bit. You know, I'm here to help, you know what I'm saying? Kind of get informative. That's what we got to know, man. That's all it is. Found this video helpful. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Be sure to like and comment on the video. Let me know if you guys are going to be buying the game or not. I'm pumped. I'm happy. It's great. So, it's been your boy Zephy, Door to Drugs, and Sully fam.